though. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Sue,
So
over to
also
you.
on the show, there's this lovely card blanks pack, which is 6x6. And again, it's Papermania. Super brilliant quality because it's 300 GSM for these. And I love this size. I just think it's really, really ideal. You know, if you want to give somebody, you know, a neighbour a nice card, you can just simply decorate it. Or if you want to be a bit more elaborate and have a nice card for a family member, a 6x6 is a good size as well.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do is going to make an easel card. So I'm actually scoring the top surface of it because I want to bend it back.
Right.
Like so. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to crease it nicely. So it kind of sits up like
10
this.
envelopes in there, sorry.
10, is it? Mine are lasting quite well. So I'm going to sacrifice another card and cut it in half to have another face, or you can just use your own spare blank card to do this.
Okay.
So I've got one here, and this is how we build our easel card. So I'm going to put glue on the bottom section, because this is going to be the front panel of our card. So line this up to fit, so it folds flat still to put in the envelope. So just on that lower section, and then it just pops up like this.
Yeah.
And then we can decorate this panel and also the inside as well, because that shows.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to head for my lovely Ultimate Die Cut and Paper pack. Because in here we've got some nice papers that I'm going to use
the
as
quantity
background.
of what you get so much in there.
Yeah, and it's got a lovely sort of linen texture to it as well, really fine linen grain sort of effect to it, which is lovely. And it's nice crisp paper as well. Obviously the die cut elements are a little bit sturdier than the paper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut this up so I can create some panels. I do like to leave a little bit of white border around the edge.
That colour is gorgeous. It's like a blue-grey, isn't it?
Yeah. So what I do is I mark with my scalpel, because I don't measure anything, and then line this up with my cutting mat, and then I'll just trim where that mark is. So I'm not going to do that to waste time, but I've got some already cut, which I'm going to just simply stick in place. So the front panel, put a bit of glue on there.
Now the Ultimate pack that we started the show with, 20% of a big stock of that has now
Oh,
gone.
that's fabulous. You will so enjoy using that. It's amazing. Check you've got everything the right way up. And then on the inside as well, you can have fun and you can decorate this. So I'm going to use the same paper, so it all matches. And actually, more or less exactly 2 of these panels is the length of an A4 sheet, so it fits quite well.
Perfect.
So then to decorate the front, I'm going to dive back into the paper pack. And in here, there is this gorgeous sheet of little buntings. These, I've already cut some of these out. Yeah, they're great, and they're all different, 2 different shapes. So all you do is pop one of these out. And
to be fair, when you get this big collection, you'll probably spend a good hour just going through it, marvelling at all the different things you've got.
Oh, you do.
And all the different projects that you can make with it. There's so much you can do with it.
Yes, definitely. And it's well thought about, because I've got this little tab at the top, you know, which I can fold over, because I've already started my bunting, which you can fold over, and I've got some fine cotton here. And then that's all job done, really. Just fix your thread in between there.
Card bunting. Not just bunting for the home, bunting for your cards.
And it's gorgeous for little fairy cakes and a big cake as well, you know, add some bunting to that. So then I'm going to tie a little bow on the end of my mini bunting. And it is also lovely to make it and just have it inside a card, you know, as like a bit of confetti. Right, so then I'm going to attach this with foam pads only on the last 2 flags.
Okay.
So I'll grab a foam pad.
So you want the other ones to kind of hang
Yes,
free.
that's it,
There's a bit of movement.
You know what I mean. So I'm going to place this on the front here. Take the backing off of that one. and it can just hang up high. And then I've got some additional elements that I'd like to add, because you get these lovely mini diddy little decorative pieces.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so use everything that's there, redecorate things. And every one of these little elements has got, images that relate. I think that's so cute with the bird sat. Can you see that?
Yeah,
the little bird sat on the antlers.
But don't you think the colour is so classy as well? It looks very upmarket.
It does, yes, yeah. And then on this sheet, I'm going to, well, let me show you first, actually. The other, got stuff everywhere now. The other die cutting pack has got this decoupage element, and I am only just going to pop this one out and use it, because I like to use it as it is, because it's a nice sort of die cut shape, which I'm going to put on my card, rather than raising the decoupage elements on here. I'm actually going to have this as my first layer.
So you're going to make that go twice as far then, really?
Yes, exactly, yes, which I'm going to put on my card. And then I'm going to take some of these elements and just have it as a 2-layer piece, which is what I've done here, which I'm going to use. But I just want to extend and ground this onto my card. So what I'm going to do is to take this patterned piece, and I'm actually going to rip it because I want this little fox to join in as well.
Okay.
So I'm just going to rip my piece, just take the bunny legs off of there, and then I'm just going to rip, I'll take that deer out, and just have the fox there. So he is going to go across my card like that, and then this is going to sit on the top. So I'll just glue this in place. Rip your papers, don't just cut everything straight all the time. I do like a bit of torn paper.
Well, and the fact it's, kind of recreating the look of snow, you get away with it with the torn look, don't you?
That's right, yes. So this is like my sort of ground. I'm just going to snip that off. And then this can sit nicely over the top. And then I can add other little elements, like a star in the sky up there. And just fill in a few little spaces like that. And then for the sort of stepper part, the stopper, then I'm going to find a nice sentiment, which I have done here. I think this one's from the Ultimate Die Cut and Paper Pack.
Okay.
And I just fancied having a slightly narrower coral border, just because I haven't got a lot of coral and I just want it as a real accent. I just felt it was a little heavy.
Well, the only coral that's there is basically on the animal's ears.
Yes, that's right, yes. I just wanted it to look more delicate. So decide how far up the base that you want your front panel to sit, maybe about there.
Julie says, what a great organic way of crafting. It is.
Yes, yes, it is, yes. And then I've got some other elements that I'm just going to add, just to make this more interesting. I do like a bit of layering and a bit of fussiness. So I'm just going to add a few more of those elements, because you get so many, and it's lovely to cluster things, which is what this pack enables you to do. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got a little tree here, another sort of element, that I'm just going to add in the background there. I might have to move my star now. There.
And to be fair, there's
just
so
to
many
build it up.
There's so many sheets, 48 sheets in the pack, and there are so many elements on each sheet. You'll probably, it'll take you probably weeks to use up all the elements, I would have thought. So is this going to be your style of card making for this year? Are you going to be using it for ornamental purposes like home decor? Are you going to be making little gift wallets and things like that? I love the fact you can make your own crackers, little envelopes to put gift cards in. A hobby maker gift card would fit perfectly in a little envelope like that. Jennifer says, in Worcestershire, Papermania started me off on my card making journey. The quality is as good now as it was then. Welcome back, Sue.
Definitely. Oh, thank you. That's lovely to hear.
There's a lot of love for Papermania.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Me too. I started using it in 2012, and I've so enjoyed the quality of it all. So I've just added some of these lovely shimmer domes, which are fabulous. And there it sits like that. So that's the
Well, then we'll do the shimmer
completed
domes in a
card.
second. Now, the
Yes.
cardstock, or the card blanks, should I say, that we showed you, 6x6 blank cards, and they are 300 GSM, and you get the